Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can count data in Excel. It's a very powerful tool and there are a couple of different formulas that you can utilize to count data. If you find this video helpful, all I ask in return is that you hit the like button. Let's get into it. First, let's start with the basic count formula. All you have to do to get started is type equal to, type count and open the bracket. Now you can either select individual cells separated by a comma, which will return the number of cells that you've just selected, or you can go ahead and give it a range, in which case it will give you the count for the entire range that you've selected. Now just remember that if you're using the count formula, it only works with numbers. So here in this case, we've selected the salary per month column, which obviously has all numbers in them. So if I do go ahead and change this range from the number column to a designation column, which is obviously text, then it's not going to work. Now, if you're wondering why we need to count cells in Excel, I'll get to that in just a moment. But before we get to that, I want to show you a few more options that is going to allow you to count the cells in Excel just the way you want. So let's go ahead and type in equal to CountA. So CountA is going to give you the count of all the cells that are included in your range, whether it's a number or text or of any other format. Just remember that CountA will remove any blank cells that are there in your range. So let's go ahead and test this out. Let's select the same range for now. As you can see, it shows 15. Let's go ahead and change the cell range to the designation column and it should still say 15. But now, if we go ahead and delete some of the items in the list, it's going to reduce those items and give you only the count of the items that are actually having some data in those cells. Now the exact opposite of CountA is CountBlank. So we go ahead and select the same data range, and if we go ahead and close the bracket, it's going to give us only the number of blank cells in this data range, which is 4. As you can see, it is 4 cells that are blank. Now let me show you how this is actually useful to you before we get into CountIF functions. So in this example, let's say we need to calculate a bonus or an increment for each of these employees. And I've set 3 separate KPIs for each of these employees. And as you can see, the first employee has only met 2 of his 3 KPIs. The second employee has met all of his KPIs. And the third one has met only 1 of his 3 KPIs. So in this example, what we could do is type in CountA, select the values, copy it all the way across your data set, and now you can simply have a if formula that says if you have 2 out of 3, you can assign a certain percentage of increment or bonus. If you have 3 out of 3, you can have a certain amount of increment / bonus. If you have 1, you can set that parameter as well, or if you have 0, you can go ahead and do that. So this is just one of the very simple examples that shows you how important the count function actually can be. Now let's get into the CountIF function. So in this example, I'm going to show you how you can find the number of managers, assistant managers, and executives from this data set. It's very, very simple. Go ahead and type equal to CountIF, open the bracket, and you want to go ahead and select the range, which is the entire data set, comma, select the criteria that it needs to meet. So in this case, manager. Now the reason I use the $ here is that when we copy and paste it down below, the range does not move. So let's go ahead and copy that, paste it down here. And as you can see, there are 4 assistant managers as well. And there are 7 executives in this data set. And if we add it up, it should match 15. Now click here for more simplified Excel tutorials. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.